Well, staying with those jobless figures, research from the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development has found more older women are now seeking work. Louise Barson set up her own business when she was in her 50s after she was left struggling to find a job, and there she is to talk to us in Salford. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Before we talk about the current business, tell us about the difficulties you were having before that in finding work.
I was made redundant in 2008, just as the recession started, and I was 50 at that time, and I spent over a year looking for a job, and things that I would have walked into prior to the recession. Myself and my colleagues of similar age were finding that our CVs weren't even being considered, and so it made life very difficult.
What sort of work were you looking for?
I was looking for work as a financial controller, senior financial manager, and sort of that type of managerial position. But I also lowered my sights because I was looking to get back into the workplace. So I was happy to take any job on, and employers wouldn't consider that.
And do you feel that it was partly down to your age that people were turning you away?
It was definitely down to age, because the recruitment agency said that despite legislation, they could see by what CVs were going forward that there was a clear cut-off point of in the early 40s that people were being taken forward to interview. And that's just a practical part of life. It's just what you have to face with. So you have to decide how you're going to overcome that issue.
So tell me what you've done now.
I decided, obviously, I needed to get back into the workplace in some way and earn some sort of income. So I did some research, got some planning done, and I've set up a concierge business where I'm a professional organiser and problem solver. And that's actually kept me busy. I started that business in 2010.
Right, well, as a professional problem solver, here we have the unemployment figures where they are. Can you give government any advice, given what you've done, what you've experienced, as to what they might be able to do to help people just now?
I think what I looked at in the business link and the support for businesses is that they're giving money to organisations to actually direct at people to actually get themselves back into work. But that's not always, I think, a cost-efficient way of doing it. I think they could actually make that support more local so that the individual needs of people trying to get back into the workplace could be seen to. I was not allowed to go forward for any retraining supported by the government because of my age and the fact that I've already got degrees because I've looked to getting myself educated over the years. So it seemed that every avenue was closed to me, which is why I decided to have to go and do something for myself. And ultimately, that's what we have to do, isn't it? We have to make ourselves as employable as possible, or to seek other solutions to the problem.
Louise Barson, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's just